Hey guys. In this week's documentary, we learned more about the life of Gilberto Gil. That he wasn't just a musician, but the impact he had was greater than that. I truly believe that this documentary gave a greater insight in his life and the impact he made as a minister of culture. That he was he's just a legend. Like he in the interactions that he has with people, he's so peaceful, he is so welcoming. On the top of my head, I loved how he was in front of these boys rapping. These boys were from the Aboriginal people, the true descendants of the people of Australia, and they were rapping about change, and he was just bopping his head, and he even rapped too, which is it just shows the character that he had as a person, that he truly believed in political change, and cultural change, not just in Brazil, but everywhere he went. And he also pointed out that Australia was also going through that same type of oppression that Brazil was facing, excuse me, at that time. Um, how does it connect to our course readings? Well, our course readings did emphasize more of the songs that Gilberto Gil wrote, but it's just similar because every song that he writes excuse me, alludes to the cultural change that he wanted to bring in Brazil. Um, and also in his compositions, he was the first Brazilian artist to question the access of information in Brazil, that people want communication. And it's true because it gives people the idea that, like, hey, like, where I'm at, I'm a part of something greater than just myself, but we're all a part of the same family, a part of God's creation. And according to the connection between our instructors' lectures, just the same thing. We learned more about this connection and the greater insight that Gilberto Gil was just not just a musician, but he was more than that. That music was just an outlet, a method. And the last thing that I found in this documentary that stood out to me the most was, I love how Gilberto Gil he visits these people in, I think it's pronounced Delembu, um, and they're in front of a river, and the people call it Gulare, and it's this point where fresh water and salt water meet, and it passes, and they're explaining it how knowledge it's the same way of knowledge, that knowledge passes from the east to the west, and they just intersect and they keep on going, and it really spoke to me because that's how it is when we interact with different people of different views, different perspectives in life. There's this group of two different perspectives of knowledge, and when they interact, they just pass on. And it's okay that people aren't the same as us, but we're all part of a family. We just have different perspectives and life experiences. So I really enjoyed this documentary and this week's lectures. So hope to see y'all soon.